Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Good evening, welcome in. I'm Rob King. It's been a pretty soggy Sunday here in the Inland Northwest, and these wet and cool conditions aren't going anywhere. Here's Jason Valentine with a look ahead at your work week.
Yeah, quite a day we had today. We haven't seen this type of rain in months, and we need it. So we're happy to have it, but snow in the mountains?
Oh, already?
Already.
Wow.
We're already seeing it. Folks, good Sunday evening. What a weekend we have had. All the rainfall in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. We have intermittent showers here and there, and that's going to be the case. Maybe one last push into our evening hours, and then we're going to settle down into tomorrow morning rain-wise. And it looks like we're going to be looking much nicer for the rest of our work week. So kind of a barrier right now from rain, but Deer Park still seeing some shower activity. Coeur d'Alene just seeing a little bit. Davenport, but again, could see a little bit more shower activity as we move along. But the chance of rain is for the week ahead is going to be almost nil as we're looking at drier conditions on the way. Also warmer conditions than we saw today. 51 tomorrow. That's about 5 degrees warmer than we saw today. Then back to our seasonal averages by Wednesday into our weekend. But I will take note that last week we had 75-degree temperatures, so our seasonal average is going to feel quite chilly, and snow levels have been dropping all weekend. They were around 4,600 feet. They're dropping tonight to 3,000 feet to even 2,600 feet. But we could see a little rain-snow mix for some of our cities, but most likely we'll just see plain old rain. So off and on showers overnight for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. By tomorrow morning, we're going to see a little bit of sunshine, but we're also going to be seeing gusty winds. So quite a lot of winds expected tomorrow, especially by the time we get to your afternoon. Pretty much the most blusteriest day we've had in quite some time. So warmer temperatures, drier conditions, but we have snow on the way tonight for the mountains. I'll break it all down for you. My first alert weather forecast that's coming up.
All right, Jason, thanks. And as the rain poured down today, families scrambled to salvage plans, and a popular fall ranch turned visitors away, pausing the seasonal fun. Hunter Bertram takes us to the muddy pumpkin patch where plans washed out.
Whereas hundreds would be venturing through Rusty Truck Ranch today, the weather forcing them to pull the plug and turn people away.
Usually this weekend and the next weekend are like our biggest weekends. So that is definitely a bummer that this weekend got some bad weather.
A light sprinkle, most people push through. But today's steady drizzle across the Inland Northwest hits different. It's fall's first real soaking. At this West Plains ranch, weather equals money. Today, thousands in lost profits.
If we had good weather, we'd have over 1,000 people on the farm. So somewhere around like 1,200 people would come through in a day.
Picture families showing up today instead. Parents would need hoses ready before kids got back in cars. Mud everywhere. This family tradition draws crowds for pumpkin picking, cider donuts, and that petting zoo parents secretly despise. But soggy grounds mean tough decisions.
The fewer people that we have come through today, the better the ground will be next weekend.
The rain brings benefits, though. Weeks of built-up dust needed this soaking.
With a little bit of moisture, I think our ground will be actually better next weekend.
Even the animals get it. This chicken found shelter, enjoying an unplanned break. The Clarks run full speed during peak season. Today forces a rare slowdown. That's hard to take.
We're so busy that it takes us several loads of pumpkins to get us kind of stocked up. And so I was like, we could go do that today. And he was like, or we could like take a nap.
In Medical Lake, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, Spokane police are investigating a shooting that left one man dead not far from Providence Sacred Heart on Spokane's South Hill. Now, this is video that a neighbor took when police responded to a reported shooting just before 1 a.m. this morning. Officers found a man dead in a car, and the suspected shooter has not yet been located. Detectives with the Major Crimes Unit are on the case and ask that anyone with information contact Crime Check at 509-456-2233. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff on Wednesday to honor the Eastern State Hospital guard Colleen Bass. She was shot and killed in the line of duty during what investigators believe was part of a violent crime spree a few weeks ago in September. A private memorial service is being held for Bass on Wednesday as well. Washington State and United States flags will remain at half-staff until the close of business or sunset on Wednesday. President Trump is on his way to the Middle East, scheduled to arrive in Israel Monday morning, where he will address Israel's parliament and possibly meet with hostage families. Israel says it's ready to receive the hostages as part of this first phase of the ceasefire agreement with Hamas. Here's ABC's Marcus Moore with the details.
President Trump leaving Washington Sunday on his way to Israel ahead of Monday's expected release of the hostages still being held in Gaza. The first phase of the ceasefire deal calls for the return of all 48 remaining hostages. 28 are presumed to have died, but 20 are believed to be alive, their families anxiously awaiting their return.
Really excited. Like, I haven't smiled like this in, probably over 2 years at this point. And I'm also a little nervous, of course. I'm sort of bracing for what will come with it, how he will look, what condition he will be in.
The IDF making preparations for their return, releasing these images of the initial reception area where those hostages will be welcomed as they cross into Israel. Hospitals preparing to treat them after 2 long years in captivity.
Every returnee has a capsule of caregivers, a doctor, a nurse, a psychosocial worker. They all take care of one returnee, and that's the same team that will follow him in rehabilitation.
In Gaza, tens of thousands are streaming back to what's left of their homes, finding catastrophic destruction. We could not find our home, this man says. There are no streets, no life, nothing that is recognizable. Humanitarian organizations say they are preparing to surge much-needed food, medicine, and other supplies into Gaza. Some aid trucks already arriving in Khan Yunis. But many questions still remain over what comes next, including whether Hamas will disarm and how Gaza will be governed after the war. The vice president says he believes we are on the cusp of true peace in the Middle East.
I think this is a great moment for our country. Our country should be proud of our diplomats who made this happen.
During his visit to Israel, President Trump is expected to meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and also address the Knesset, and he's set to attend an international peace summit in Egypt. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Well, still to come on 4 News Now at 6. Several parts of the U.S. flooded, prompting business closures and emergency rescues. The weather pattern, that's at fault. Plus, this week's Air 4 Adventure features a familiar face. We're checking back in with an old friend while he hikes the Bull Run Trail near Rose Lake, Idaho. Don't go away.
And a chilly and wet weekend. We have changes coming for your work week. Holiday for some tomorrow, and some snow in the mountains tonight into tomorrow morning. Gusty winds, too. Let me get you ready in my full forecast. That is next on 4 News Now at 6. Hope to see you there.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Don't slide into winter.
Plan ahead and save with Perfection Tire's preseason pricing and Cooper rebates. Superior tire brands with unmatched performance and reliable warranties.
The best for less. Nobody beats perfection.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices in every aisle. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise.
And you can add up even more savings with these weekly deals. Right now, you can save $10 when you spend $100 or more. And 12 packs of select sodas are buy 2, get 2 free. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag and Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
This October, turn up the wins at the Kootenai Casino. Ride off in a new Yamaha Wolverine side-by-side. Earn entries all month, and on November 1st, one winner will drive away with the jackpot. It's easy to stay and play. Book one night and get another free, with rooms starting at just $99 Sunday through Thursday, plus 2 breakfast vouchers. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY for details, or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Why suffer through painful heartburn longer than necessary? For effective relief, nothing works faster than Alka-Seltzer. The effervescent formula begins neutralizing acid in seconds to effectively relieve heartburn fast. Try Alka-Seltzer.
Spokane has one of the highest rates of domestic violence in Washington. Create Your Statement is changing that, empowering youth to build self-worth, recognize abuse, and foster safe, healthy relationships. Visit createyourstatement.org and help us build stronger futures today.
Don't get left out in the cold.
Beat the crowds and save with Perfection Tires preseason pricing. Plus, get expert winter service with our certified technicians to keep your car running smoothly all season long.
Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're catching up with an old friend. Now, earlier this year, we introduced you to Gary Brown, who was closing in on his 1,000th hike after having a knee replacement more than a decade ago. Since then, he's passed that milestone, and in this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're joining him on the Bull Run Trail near Rose Lake in Idaho.
We're at Rose Lake at the Bull Run Trailhead, Trails of the Coeur d'Alene. North Idaho is gorgeous just about any time of year, really, but this is my favorite time, the fall. I could not walk 13 years ago because my knees had gotten so bad. So they replaced both my knees in 2012, 2013, and the doctor told me that I needed to start to walk. Don't play any more sports, just walk. He said, of course, the more you lose that weight, and that'll help the knees too, and your diabetes. And I didn't really set out to do any number of hikes. I was just trying to lose the weight, try to get back in shape. Then, before you know it, I'm hiking 3, 4, 5 days a week. So I start adding them up about 3 or 4 years ago, and I had like 800 and something. So I set a goal to hike 1,000.
Well, hi everyone. This is Gary Brown. This is welcome to another segment of Sauntering with God. This is a real special hike for us. Number 1,000.
1,000 was Clifty Peak, just south of Bonners Ferry. And my family was with me. I was so thrilled. And it was just really just a real fun time spending, just kind of reflecting on the last 13 years, of what I've been doing. And I don't know, it's just kind of satisfying. Through your drone, it inspired me to go purchase a drone. The drone footage has just been amazing. These mountains here and these lakes and streams and rivers are so amazing. And so we've gotten some excellent drone footage. I'm at 1,014 now, and I've hiked over 4,000 miles. And I've gained over 1 million feet in elevation gain. And that wasn't the case at the beginning. You might remember I said it took me about 3.5 hours to do 2.5 miles when I first started. So you got to start where you are, and then you just got to keep moving forward with those goals.
Thank you, Gary. Good to see you again. Rose Lake, Idaho. It's at the elevation of 2,100 feet, so they don't expect snow today, but some places higher do. Good evening, everyone. 40 degrees right now in Coeur d'Alene. Still some intermittent showers there. 42, a little bit of a break for Spokane, but still on and off showers into our evening hours. So what a wet Sunday. What a wet weekend we have had. Snow expected in the mountains. We're already seeing some of it in northeastern Washington. Frosty morning tomorrow, very possible. Gusty winds, almost definite tomorrow. So a lot of changes on the way. So let's get started. Taking a look at the radar. Pretty much all the shower activity is kind of hanging up north. Deer Park seeing a little bit. Fairfield seeing a little bit as well. Let's take more of a macro look at our region. And we're starting to see the showers slow down, but we're still going to see some pop up as we move into the evening hours. And yes, we're seeing some snow in the northern Idaho panhandle and the northeastern part of Washington state. So yes, snow is here. I know I can hear the skiers right now rejoicing. Chris Crocker, one of them. Winter weather advisory. So it's in effect until tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. That gives you a good idea of when these showers are going to come to an end. So above 3,000 feet, 2 to 6 inches are expected of brand new snow, the first snow of the season. Winter storm warning for the northern Idaho panhandle. Randall and western Montana in the northern area. 2 to 6 inches above 3,000 feet as well, but above 4,000 feet, they could even see up to a foot of new snow. So this is quite the system coming in. Let's take a look at it. Here is that snow in the northern parts of our regions. As we move into our overnight period, again, another round of showers possible for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. That is going to move off, and we're going to settle down by the time we get to tomorrow morning. If you are headed, though, towards Missoula, some snow falling on I-90 there. So as we move into Monday itself, things are going to settle down quite a bit, though we do expect to see heavier winds. We'll get to that in a bit. So overnight tonight into very early tomorrow, that's when these showers and the mountain snow will come to an end. So winds, they're settling down as we're heading into the evening hours, but as we get into tomorrow morning, we're going to see those winds pick up quite a bit. So take a look at our timestamp as we get into Monday morning. This is around your commute time. We're going to see quite a bit of gusty conditions. As we get into the afternoon, that is going to be the worst gust for the Spokane area in the 30-mile-per-hour range. So just quite a bit of blustery conditions tomorrow. They'll settle down as we get into Tuesday morning. So pretty much all day, get ready for windy conditions. Our overnight lows tonight, we're in the mid to lower 30s for many of our areas. Even could see a little rain-snow mix for Kellogg, Coeur d'Alene, maybe even the Spokane area. 48, though, just rain in the Tri-Cities. They don't have to worry about that. Temperatures right now, we're very chilly. St. Mary's is already at 39, Sandpoint at 36. So a lot of that air, which is going to be those gusty winds tomorrow, will be coming in from the northeast down into our areas. In 24-hour change, we were around 20 degrees cooler than Friday yesterday. Well, we're even 6 degrees cooler than that for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. What a chilly weekend we've had. Slightly warmer tomorrow. We'll see some sunshine tomorrow, then more sunshine as we head along in our work week. Overnights are going to be frosty. So mountain snow tonight, intermittent showers. By tomorrow's commute, all should end. Just get ready for those gusty conditions and a few sun breaks here and there.
All right, Jason, thanks. And weather around the nation. A miraculous rescue in Arizona this morning was caught on camera. Now, you're watching multiple fire agencies working to save a man who got trapped in New River floodwaters. Details are still pretty limited, but this aerial video capturing that dramatic moment. Flooding conditions happening around the U.S. right now. Now, this is a look at Georgetown, South Carolina, where flooded streets even caused local businesses to close for the day. And those conditions are coming from a strong nor'easter moving along the east coast. A nor'easter is a storm named for the northeasterly winds that can bring some of that coastal flooding and rain to a region. Well, coming up next in sports, Seattle Seahawks in action down in Jacksonville. Don't miss the highlights of their 9th straight road win. That's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 1500 Denali's with $16,250 off or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within.
Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Maybe your home project is possible. And maybe those unexpected bills are more manageable than you think. Maybe investing in your business is the right move right now. Because BECU is making it easier with reduced rates on loans for a limited time. So maybe all you need is a financial partner whose goal is to help you reach yours. Check today's rates at becu.org/great rates.
Scott, exciting news at Ziggy's here in Spokane Valley.
Yes, after 47 years in business, our building has been sold to a great local nonprofit, and we are going to be doing an inventory reduction sale here. At the Spokane Valley location only, we will be having huge discounts.
So, Scott, what about carpets?
Oh, carpet's going to be one of the biggest discounts we have. This flooring is not going to any other location once the store is closed. So get in, get your flooring right now.
You're going to save me some money.
I hope so.
Thank you.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's, up to $15,000 off or 3.9% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Sunny Jacksonville welcomed the Seattle Seahawks, one of the best road teams in football, with 8 straight dubs away from the 12th man. Sam Darnold and the Hawks facing a much improved Jag squad. Late first quarter, Trevor Lawrence, he's back to pass. Brian Thomas Jr. escaping coverage, wide open, in for 6. Touchdown, Jags. No dice in the extra point. Seahawks add a field goal into the second quarter. Sam Darnold unloads, streaking Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's caught it. What a score for Seattle to take their first lead. Now it's 13-6 in the third. Darnold, third down in the red zone. Floater, Cooper Kupp. The Eastern Washington legend catches his first touchdown as a Seahawk. 20-6. Seattle leads in the fourth. T-Law bumping up in the pocket, tossing over to Tim Patrick. He's in for the score. Now a one-score game, but Seattle will hang on through their great defense. Darnold, he's thrown for almost 300 yards. JSN, a fantastic game. That defense, 7 sacks today. Pretty dang good. Seattle extending their road streak, winning franchise record 9 games, and they move to 4-2 on the season. The Seahawks come home next weekend to host the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. Washington State fought well and hard against the number 4 Ole Miss Rebels, falling just 24-21 despite being massive betting underdogs and not beating a top 5 team on the road in over 36 years. The Cougs did not turn the ball over and led for most of the first 3 quarters, and head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke post-game on his thoughts regarding how tight this game was all the way to the finish and what to take away from a loss this competitive.
Proud of the way our guys came into the game, how they prepared throughout the week. We blocked out the outside noise that we would get throttled, and we didn't, and we should have won that game. And should-haves don't count. I'm proud of their effort. It's kind of a little bit of sick feeling a little bit.
The Cougs don't have it any easier. They hit the road again for a long flight, this time more east at the number 18 Virginia Cavaliers that kick off in Charlottesville next Saturday, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. The Idaho Vandals did not fare better, and I'll be frank, much worse. In fact, they snapped their 8-game Kibbie Dome win streak in a 49-33 loss to the Northern Colorado Bears. The Bears punished the Vandals with deep shots and consistent offense, plus a defense that did well against the Vandals team without starting quarterback Joshua Wood. Head coach Tom Ford spoke to the media postgame on the defensive identity moving forward with 6 Big Sky games to go.
Our defense has just got to find our way. We've got to find what our guys are the best at and make sure that we can put them in a position to be successful. But honestly, it does not matter what you call. You can call zone, man, doesn't matter. If you're getting beat vertically by just guys flat out winning the one-on-one matchup, it doesn't matter what you call. Right, we've got to do a better job winning our one-on-one matchups, and we're to continue to work those guys to make sure that they can do that in a week from now.
Idaho next week, they play an Inland Northwest battle against the Eastern Washington Eagles. Kickoff in Cheney Saturday at 4 p.m. And the Spokane Zephyr just wrapped up their action across the street at One Spokane Stadium. Final score 2-0, a win against the Dallas Trinity. First goal scored by Spokane's Tori Waldick, and then the second was actually an own goal by Dallas's Maya McCutcheon. Spokane sits tied for second in the USL Super League standings before this game, but now with 14 points, they're looking like they might be one of the first. Dallas, they're still well behind at 11 points. We're going to have highlights of this one coming up on Nightside. And for the first time in 24 years, the Seattle Mariners are in the American League Championship Series, 4 wins away from their first ever pennant at the Toronto Blue Jays. Right now, first pitch was near the top of the last show, but this score is still 1-0. We talked about that George Springer home run leading off the game. First pitch, the bottom of the first. It's still that same score in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to bring another update on 4 News Now coming up on Nightside with those highlights. And it's so stressful, even just sitting here and watching it. And I was low scoring.
I know we're all refreshing, like, yes, come on.
trying to look at all the highlights. But it's got to be so stressful for the fans that made the trip out and the ones that got to come back for games 3 and 4 this week.
If they've caught sleep from that 15-inning, 5-hour one, hope you like pitching. We'll have one more check of weather right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Find great deals on sofas, bedrooms, and dining groups. Or get 60 months no-interest financing. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show, like you've never seen it before. With the original Columbia, Nell Campbell, live and in person for a screening of the original unedited movie with a live shadow cast and filled with audience participation. All this plus a VIP meet and greet, costume contest with great prizes and more. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Coming to the First Interstate Center for the Arts, October 26th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Let's go!
Today I'm going to ask you to use your lawn chemicals sparingly. Some examples are pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. When the fertilizers and pollutants get into our waterways, they can impact the fish and impact our drinking water. So let's keep our waterways clean. Pollutants into the storm drain affect our fish and our wildlife and the overall health of our community. Some examples of pollutants are motor oils, RV dumps, paints. To learn more about stormwater tips, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The 30th anniversary sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
All right, after the mountain snow tonight and the on and off showers, we dry up for your Monday, high around 50 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Do get ready for gusty conditions, especially in the afternoon. And Sherman Pass got some snow there. My goodness, it has started.
All right, well, before we go, the story of a stowaway cat capturing people's attention on social media. Now, when the DiNardo family set off for a road trip, they had no idea their cat, Ray Ray, hitching a ride on the van roof. They discovered the secret traveler after they were already 100 miles away from home. At that point, they said Ray Ray was just going to be part of the vacation, too. The cat got to sightsee in the city, was even carried across a marathon finish line. So that's nice, outside and getting to explore. It's like a Griswold family vacation with the cat.
Cat on a hot car roof.
There you go. Nice. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
There we go. Love it.
All right. Thanks for joining us on 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you right back here at 4 News Now at 11.
Have a good evening.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.